So Tanjiro and Daki are going at it, and mid-fight, Daki flees to the roof to glaze the fact that there's a Hashira. Talking about some, oh my gosh, a Hashira! That man will be proud. This is parasocial fan behavior. Muzan Glaze in the big 2026 has to stop, especially after his recent performance in the anime. So then some dumbass comes out talking about some,
You've got some nerve fighting in front of my store.
like bro, can't you see that pale skin baddie with cracked skin on top of the roof? You think this is normal? So Daki gets rage baited and immediately tries to flatline the whole block. Like it's never that serious. She acting like they called her chopped. He just said stop yapping. So Daki continues on still talking shit, talking about
You revolting humans are better off dead.
like, weren't you human too, big sis? That's the thing about these demons, bruh. They get a little bit of that demon blood and they switch up on their day ones instantly. Man, it's crazy. So Tanjiro hears this and his big head starts popping veins. Like, ain't no way this fake upper six talking like this, bro. Daki tries to run away, but Tanjiro catches her. She really thought she could just leave after disrespecting the human race in front of Tanjiro. Like, didn't you know Tanjiro is the human race's #1 representative? So Tanjiro cuts off Daki's leg and she begins having Muzan War flashbacks. So the fight goes on and Daki attacks and she starts talking about somehow she's powerful now, blah blah blah. That's what that other dude was talking about. She be yapping, bro. Stop yapping. So the slashes continue until Tanjiro actually gets to her neck. Like, for someone who brags about killing a bunch of Hashira, she sure is struggling a lot with this non-Hashira. Say, is Daki a fraud?
Enrico the Eugen, how dare you disrespect my waifu?
Calm down, buddy. She not gonna let you hit. I'm just saying it how I see it. So Daki almost gets killed by Tanjiro, but then remembers to breathe. And then Daki the fraud becomes cocky again, like her head wasn't about to roll. And then Cristiano Ronaldo! So Daki and Nezuko fight and Daki gets humiliated. Like, is this your waifu, bruh? Your upper six? But on a serious note, with those kicks, we might need Nezuko on the starting lineup of Real Madrid. We'll put her there in front, you know, replacing Gonzalez. She got the speed, she got the strength, she got the shot power and accuracy. We could low-key win the treble with this. So Daki gets humiliated so bad that Tanjiro literally had to stop Nezuko himself. Then Tengen shows up and confirms that Daki is the biggest fraud of the upper echelon. Tengen literally cuts her head off so fast, nobody but himself realized it was already cut. Even Tengen was asking questions like, are you really an upper six? You are weak. You need to get demoted or fired. Tengen's words, not mine. So Daki starts crying because she can't do nothing about it because she's a fraud. And not gonna lie, we need to see these Hashiras that she supposedly killed herself. Gyutaro must have been holding them down so she can get those kills. So she calls up the real upper six and Gyutaro shows up and immediately proves he's the real deal, getting the first hit on Tengen. So the battle commences, Gyutaro using his blood sickle and Tengen using the power of
Казахстан угрожает нам бомбардировкой. Казахстан угрожает нам бомбардировкой. Казахстан угрожает нам бомбардировкой.
Tengen then kicks the fraud up to the ceiling, decapitating her again and going for Gyutaro's neck with that maximum 2-finger gorilla grip swing. But Gyutaro parries. Meanwhile, Daki in the corner crying like, oh brother, shut up.
Enrico the Eugen, this is the last time I'm telling you, stop disrespecting my waifu.
A fraud is a fraud, buddy. Like, what do you want me to say? She lost to Tanjiro, she lost to Nezuko, she got decapitated twice. That is 4-0 in the 90th minute. The entire gang finally pulls up. Daki tries to attack Tengen, but Zenitsu hits her with that thunderclap and flash, taking her out to the roof and Inosuke following. Meanwhile, Gyutaro attacks Tanjiro, almost giving him a chin piercing, but Tengen throws him away to safety. And they get to clanking their swords. Pause. One of Tengen's wife show up shooting Gyutaro with a kunai machine gun. Gyutaro blocks it easily, but Tengen charges on, cutting Gyutaro's legs off. But Gyutaro regenerates fast as Tanjiro and Tengen are about to cut off his head. He then releases his demon art, and to save Tanjiro, Tengen kicks Tanjiro away. Gyutaro then jumps onto Tengen's wife talking about some,
You sure did a number on me.
like, what number was that? 0? This dude literally regenerated immediately. Tengen cut his legs, and went for his head. He regenerated before Tengen's sword could even touch his neck. Talking about some, you sure did a number on me. Let's tell the truth. We all saw you raging when you found out Tengen had 3 wives. You were fiending for this moment. But luckily, before Gyutaro can do anything, Tanjiro saves her by combining his 2 breathing techniques. So the fight goes on, and Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Tanjiro work together like prime MSN, cutting Daki's head again. So Inosuke grabs her head and runs away, but Gyutaro stabs him in the back. We then see Tengen on the floor, hand gone, sleeping. This is what happens when you goon too much. Your hand falls off. Yes, I know you who's watching. I know you be gooning. Stop gooning, bruh. So the block gets flatlined again, and Tanjiro is the last man standing. Gyutaro finds him and starts toying with him instead of killing him, like a classic villain. So, of course, like a classic villain, he gets caught off guard. And now, he's on the floor about to get his head chopped off. Meanwhile, Zenitsu is back in the flesh, already about to cut that fraud Daki's head clean off. But unfortunately, Gyutaro recovers and pushes Tanjiro's sword away. He then attacks Tanjiro, but as he's about to lobotomize Tanjiro through the Tengen comes to the rescue, hyping everybody up, deflecting Gyutaro's attacks with that do re mi fa sol la ti do. Going hit for hit, slash for slash. Tanjiro jumps in, but Gyutaro does not advocate for jumping. Stabs Tanjiro through the chin. But this doesn't stop Tanjiro. Swings, calling on the power of his forehead and the sun. Gyutaro's neck starts opening and he immediately starts coping.
Talking about somewhere, even if my head is chopped off, at least my sister's head will be fine.
Like, bro, don't you know your sister is a fraud? As he is thinking this, Daki's head is already about to get chopped off. Inosuke comes back from the dead, flying as fast as Zenitsu somehow. Daki is about to get decapitated and all she can do is cry to her big brother. I would feel sorry if she wasn't doing all that yapping before. So the siblings get decapitated and their heads roll, looking at each other in shock. Gyutaro tried a last ditch attack but literally took 0 bodies. Jack Bauer trained terrorist R move. Anyway, if you're still here, please do subscribe and like, comment. Thank you for watching. That's all for now. See ya.